Next on Idaho Indie, indie rock from Pocatello artist Murb. We'll talk about lo-fi rock with a live performance. It's all coming up next on Idaho Indie. Welcome to Idaho Indie, your source for the best independent music in Idaho today. Today on the show, we'll have Pocatello artist Murb. Murb is one of the few indie rock artists in the Pocatello area. He produces everything himself in his bedroom studio. He has released a few albums and EPs over the last few years on Bandcamp. Growing up in the 90s on a city diet of lo-fi, I fell in love with his style of lo-fi pop. He stopped by to talk about his music and creating indie rock in Pocatello. Here's the interview. Murb is a solo lo-fi pop act from Pocatello. He has released various albums over the last few years on Bandcamp. Being influenced by the lo-fi cassette scene of the 90s, I fell in love with Murb's lo-fi style of bedroom pop. I wanted to know how Murb came to be.
Project came to be out of being bored and wanting to make music.
With the convenience of Bandcamp, he decided to just do everything himself. I did notice other musicians credited on his releases. I wanted to know if he recorded with others, or was it just mainly him?
Like, there's been times where I've had like my friends play, and then I sample it, and then I'll put it into a song. But it's mostly me.
Being a fan of lo-fi and being a lo-fi artist myself, I wanted to know what other artists have influenced him.
Be clear. If you've ever heard any similar styles of music, like, oh, he's probably influenced by Elliott Smith, or oh, he's probably influenced by Modest Mouse. I would say my main influence over anything else is actually just living day to day.
I wanted to know how the songwriting process worked for Murb. I wanted to know if this was the same process, or had things changed for him with the experience after each release.
I would say the process for songwriting is different for every song, and that's on purpose. I try not to be like super formulaic and do things the same exact way every time. I try to think about it from the standpoint of listening. Like, I want to make music that I myself would want to listen to.
It's now been 8 months since his Pandemonium release and 5 months since the Marvelous EP. I wanted to know if he was working on new material. Will we get to hear a new Murb album soon?
I'm not too sure yet when it's going to be released. Hopefully sometime within the next 15 years. Like, I'm trying to make something that I want to listen to. Something that I can listen to and want to return to. So I guess that's just a fancy way of saying I'm trying to write some poppy stuff right now.
I wanted to know what social media sites Murb has been using.
I have Facebook, which I don't ever use. I have like 8 followers on there. If you're one of them, thanks. Which is like half family members. But yeah, I got Twitter, Instagram. Those are the main ones that like I have like a decent following, I guess. So you can follow those. If you obviously want to listen to my music, which would be great, I have my Bandcamp page. It's almurb.bandcamp.com. And I'm also on Spotify, just Murb.
Check out Murb's social media sites and stream his music online at Spotify and Bandcamp. Stay tuned for his next release. Idaho Indie hopes to have him back with new music. I'd like to thank Murb for sitting down with us. That's our episode. We'd like to thank you for making some time for us. Please follow our social media feeds and continue to support your local scene. We'd like to close with an Murb song, performing an acoustic version of his song A River in Africa. It's from his 2019 Pandemonium release, which is available on his Bandcamp page. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.